Bro, nobody's gonna listen to this shit.
You never know.
You never know. That one SJW, he actually, only one person,
The one social justice warrior that just goes out to like the obscurities of the internet to find bullshit.
right? They fucking can't actually get us fired.
Like,
If I get
fucking-
fired for a fucking podcast that I do, dude, I would solely commit to it, man. Truckers trucking with trucks and what? Truckers trucking with trucks. Truckers trucking, nigga, with trucks and what? Truckers trucking and what? With trucks.
You want to do one more take just in case?
So, Adam, welcome to Truckers
What's
Trucking
up,
with
dude?
Trucks podcast.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we
We have one subscriber, and that's me.
How's America treating you guys today?
it's treating us good. It's treating us good.
Yeah, anything big in the news?
Today, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died yesterday.
Oh, I heard something about that. I don't know who he is, but I see the memes are starting.
Yeah, she was just an old evil bitch that has outlived her term.
She was part of our Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But she was a huge anti-Trumper. So this means that Trump gets to choose another Supreme Justice pick for to shape the way that America will look from now on. It's like really
Yeah,
big news.
okay.
It's actually bigger than what most people think. So yeah, Adam, me and Adam met on this Facebook group for Legion of Skanks,
Yep.
and Robert and I are huge Legion of Skank fan and rap fans. We joke that Robert's spirit animal is Big J Okerson because he reminds me so much
Yeah, I
of
heard.
him. He's just because he's fat for once. For one,
Minus
they
the
both
hair, though.
yeah minus the blue hair. They both have small penises.
That's-
But they're both pretty funny. I feel like he's way more funnier than I am by a long
I
shot.
think you pay me up too
Yeah.
much.
I think so,
Oh,
eh?
he's one of the funniest guys I know. That's why.
Yeah. Do I get to pick a spirit animal?
Yeah. Who's your spirit animal? Don't say Louis J. Gomez. That's my spirit animal.
Yeah. Do you guys know? You must know Jim Norton, eh?
Jim Norton. Yeah.
Yeah. So I listen to his show all the time, and I got a lot of shit in common with him. So I'll take him for my spirit animal. A lot of weird
Nice.
childhood shit, lighting fires and killing small animals and shit like that. A lot of
Nice.
perverted
You used
stuff.
to kill small
He
animals?
was a junkie, and he's been sober for like 20 years or something now. So a few things in common with him, and I like his comedy. Yeah, he's good.
Nice.
So I'll choose him.
Isn't Jim Norton gay?
No, but well, actually, I don't know. He jokes about it, so you never know. He seems to really like trans people. Like he's into trans stuff.
Trannies.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
That
think I
doesn't
have
make
that
him
in
gay.
common with him, but he does make a lot of jokes about it.
Well, that's what they say about Tim
Yeah, you guys
Guns.
were talking
He
about
says
trans
he's
stuff
gay.
on the last episode there too. How they flip the dick inside out.
Oh yeah.
That's how they do the surgery. I always wonder, what do
Oh,
they
when
do
they
with
do the
that
surgery?
cartilage? What do they do with those extra inches of dick?
Yeah, I heard that's what
They
they
must
do with
be-
trannies. Have you ever fucked a tranny?
Have I?
Yeah.
No.
Not
I
that
haven't
you
gotten
know
that
of.
wanted
bored
to.
yet.
Have you ever
No, I don't
wanted
get
to?
No, I don't get the appeal. Like, I think I've seen a couple videos just for fun to kind of see, and there's no way I could get into it. I found all the trannies have weird looking dicks too. None of them have normal penises.
Oh man.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too appealing.
I joke a lot that I think I fucked a tranny one time.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, that's some good pussy. Not just.
Did it?
I
It was
think.
too good. Is that what you're saying?
It was kind of shallow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I just joke. I hope not. because I'm not gay, but it's just I think so
Well, we
because she
do.
had broad shoulders. That's what I feel like. She had
The Adam's
broad.
apple
Yeah,
gave
how
it
big
away.
were the hands?
The Adam's apple.
You
Yeah,
say it was
man.
pretty
Well,
shallow,
we
like
do have a friend. Yeah,
you
we do
can
have a
bottom
friend
out
that
in it
said
pretty
he got
easy.
blowjob from Jeremy.
What was that, Robert?
We do have a friend. I'm not gonna say his name, but we do have a friend that said he admitted to getting a blowjob.
So what's the story? Do you want to tell me that story?
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear him, Adam.
Zeus.
Can you hear Robert?
You hear me?
Hey, Adam. Adam, are you still there with us?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear Robert when he speaks?
No, I can just hear you right now.
Okay. So you cannot hear Robert. Maybe you have to do something in your settings, Robert.
No, I can't hear him.
Well, I don't know what the fuck said it for.
You can always edit this out until we all get together on here. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
man. You know, and you said you cannot call. How do you say? You said you can't call through regular phone call. Adam, you wouldn't want to have a
No, I don't know. I don't know how
conversation
much
through
I'm
the
gonna end. What kind of a bill I'm gonna rack up?
phone. They charge you
If
just
I
for
call to the
calling
States,
US.
I don't know what kind of phone bill I'm gonna get. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
If you're on a cell phone,
Do you guys have another app you want to try or no?
Do you have Zoom?
I don't have Zoom. I don't know what else we would use, like Instagram video.
He doesn't
I don't
have
have social
IG.
media.
He doesn't have any social media. What about WhatsApp?
I don't know.
And I feel like that's the best way to do it.
I don't have that either.
You can download. You said Zoom. You have Zoom?
I can't download anything on my phone.
I don't have Zoom on mine, no. You got to create an account and everything to do it.
What's that?
Do you have to create an account and everything to do it, or you just download the app and you go right in?
You can create it. You have to create an account. You can sign in with your Google and whatnot. But I think
I don't have anything on my phone.
okay. Well, this app for some reason is how do you say? It should work. I don't know why you cannot hear Robert.
Yeah, I hear you loud
I
and
think-
clear. Yeah.
You can hear Robert?
No, I can
Yeah,
hear
you
you, Zeus,
can't hear
loud
me.
and clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's hang up and I'm gonna try it again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Fucking horrible podcast.
I know, man. Just hang tight. Hang tight.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
So is your buddy actually
Uh,
driving, or is that a screensaver?
No, he's actually driving. He's actually
Oh, yeah.
trucking.
Okay.
Can you hear Robert? Robert, talk. Oh, he hung up. Hold on. He's going to join, I
Yeah,
think, in a little bit.
I thought I might have actually heard him. I thought I might have heard something there. Where did we leave off at? The trannies, right?
What was that? Oh, yeah, in Chinese.
We-
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna tell that story? How you came to? Or that was about
Yeah.
it. You felt it was okay. I see
Alright,
this guy.
Robert.
I see Robert now.
Robert, can you talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear him. Yeah.
he can hear you now. Hell yeah. All right. All right. No interruptions now, guys. All right. Let's get into
Okay.
Fix the problem.
it.
I do have a tranny story to tell a bit later that mixes in with
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. No, I just joke about the tranny, me fucking a tranny.
Yeah.
Because she had broad shoulders and you know, and I was fucking her and I took her back to her place and then she which I felt was weird that she lived alone. And it's just cute, you know, she's cute.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it was weird that she lived alone and then she was kind of like a little thick and
She's taller than you.
she no, she just walked, dude, and she walked like without like a shirt on after we fucked the first time. And she ended up like I looked. I don't know if it was just because I was drunk, and she had broad shoulders, man. And I was like, damn, she has bigger shoulders than I do, you know. And that's why I joked that I'm like, dude, I think I fucked a tranny, but nah. I mean, I was super drunk, so my
Did you
judgment's a
say
little
that?
off.
Did you say the pussy was
Shut
really
up.
shallow? Like you bottomed out real easy, or something like that?
What was that?
Didn't you say the pussy
What was
was
that?
really shallow? That you bottomed out in it real easy?
Nah. I was just,
No, that
I
was
mean,
me.
I don't have that much of a dick, but
She had that Michelle
so
Obama back.
yeah, she had the Michelle Obama back. I don't know if you guys know, she has a fucking linebacker fucking shoulders and shit. Man,
Is it a big thing? Is it a big thing out there that people think she's really a man?
yeah, it's like a joke, but it's a running joke. You know, it's like something
It's
we
a
keep going with.
conspiracy theory, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Has
what
there?
about you? You said you had a tranny story?
Yeah. So my buddy, one day, there's like a girl in our neighborhood, and my buddy got a picture. She took a picture of her pussy and sent it to him. And then he called me saying, he's like, you have to come see this. I got a picture of Jen's pussy. And I go over, and so I'm looking at it, and first it's like both of her thighs are all bruised up because she was one of these girls that people would just fuck her, or she'd fuck people for pills kind of
Oh,
thing. And so half of one lip, like almost half of her pussy looked normal, but the other half looked like the lips were all made out of scrotum skin. And instead of like a normal clit, it looked like a huge clit or a tiny, or it would have been like a real tiny penis head. So I think she had to she for sure was born like half and half. And then the doctors must have just decided, let's just go with the girl, and made the other half of her pussy out of the nutsack, because half of it looked like nutsack skin and the other half looked like a normal vagina. But it's burnt in my head. I can still draw the picture from my mind, and that was like a decade ago.
damn, dude. Damn, that's you know what they say
So
about the that's a hermaphrodite. So what they say about what happens
yeah,
is typically when you're born both with both genitals, they only one works. So the doctors have to figure out which set of genitals are going to continue growing or stop working and whatnot, but they're going to stop developing. So with her,
yeah.
it sounds like she had a huge clit, right?
Oh
Like
yeah, it looked
a
like a little dick. It was
like a
looked
little
more like a
dick.
little dick
Ah,
turned
that's
into a
nasty.
clit.
Was
So
your friend all proud?
even after I told everybody about this, people still kept fucking her though. They would just fuck her in the ass. Weird. So this chick
Well,
too
then
was
it's not
like,
gay.
Yeah, it's not gay, man.
yeah, I couldn't do it though.
No,
But
that's gross.
yeah, I'll talk more about this chick later because she was a customer, her and her boyfriend too, and they
Yeah,
yeah, they were fucked up too.
Adam. So, you're from Canada, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Born and raised,
yeah.
and
So, like, what do you guys think of, like, Justin Trudeau?
I don't know. I don't follow too much. I don't take politics too seriously, but a lot of people think he's a joke.
yeah,
He does a lot of stupid shit. Like he shows up to Indian things wearing like full Indian garments, dancing
yeah.
around and shit. And yeah, he's done a lot of stupid shit. I don't know. A lot of people think he's handsome, and they just go on that. But I think when he first got
Yeah.
voted in, he was telling everybody his big thing was to legalize weed, and that got a whole bunch. That was a big part of getting all his votes in, I think.
And then let me guess, he didn't, or did he do
Oh,
it?
my headphones are breaking.
Did he
Yeah,
actually
I
legalize
don't
weed?
follow. Yeah, all of Canada's legal. Like, I think you can have up to 2
Okay.
ounces, and like in Ontario, you can anywhere you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke weed. So it's pretty sweet.
Okay. Hey, also, my buddy had a question. He said that he has never seen a hot Canadian. Is your wife hot?
He has what? Sorry,
Is your wife hot?
is my wife hot?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Good for you.
He said that the only hot Canadian he's ever seen that he would smash is Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he lives near me. He has a mansion on this lake in this little town called Puslinch that's like 20 minutes from me.
Really? Dang.
Yeah, so some people on occasion will see him around, driving around and shit like that.
All the girls go, "Oh my God, Justin!"
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. We don't live nowhere near famous people. Maybe like Doug Stanhope. Do you know who that is? He's a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in
Yeah, he lives-
Bisbee
It's about an hour.
from us.
Yeah.
That's about like as famous as we get when it comes to famous people.
Yeah.
All the famous people live in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Do you guys ever get
but,
snow there?
What's that?
Do you guys get snow there or no?
No, we go up a little. We have a mountain called Mount Lemon, and you have to drive like a whole hour up there. And then during the wintertime, it snows. It actually gets like like a foot of snow, but it's only in the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Um,
it'll last for about a week.
it'll last
Yeah, you guys
like
never
a month or so.
you never
And
got
then
the joy
everybody
of
goes
throwing
up there,
snowballs.
huh?
You guys never had the joy of throwing snowballs at cars and shit like that?
No,
Yeah,
no,
you missed out.
no. We
I
didn't
grew
grow up
up
with snow.
I grew up in northern Arizona where we used to get a lot of snow. So
Oh
Mm.
like
yeah?
I grew up in like normal snowy winter and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got to fucking
How
I
how
was
hot?
when I was the asshole that would make a snowball and have a rock in the middle of it and
Yeah.
try to hit
Oh,
somebody
you
in the fucking head.
fucking piece of shit!
There's a lot of those guys. Yeah.
Attempted murder right there, dude. But
It's
yeah,
So
okay.
what other kind of pranks did you guys do growing up? Were you guys pranksters, shit disturbers?
I was more of a thief, and I used to steal
Yeah.
shit from like people. But I would just, if I get caught, I'm like, ah, bro, it's just a prank, man. You got me. Yeah, I'll put the shit back.
Does that work?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I just used to steal. Being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I did
really a
that too.
prankster. What
What
about
about
you?
you, Rob? Rob, how old are you? You're like mid-30s or something? So you grew up so you like grew up on Jackass, that was all popular.
Oh yeah,
So were
I
you a
guess
prank?
it's like fun and shit.
Yeah,
I
so
was
did
really
you
into like I was really into like WWE.
oh yeah, I was into wrestling too as a kid actually. Fucking I like grew up jerking off to Sable and Sunny. Those two were fucking unbelievable.
Fucking Trish Stratus.
Trish was good too. She's from Ontario too. She's from right around here too, yeah.
I like Trish Stratus and Stacey Keebler.
Yeah, Stacy was good too. Yeah, Sunny and Sable, man,
It's fucking
fucking
nice.
I grew up fucking pillows to those girls.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah, they were
so,
babes.
so Adam, I had a question for
Yep.
you. You said you've done drugs before, right?
Yeah, did a lot of drugs for a long time, yeah.
Robert himself has done a lot of drugs growing up. He
Yeah,
just recently, yeah, he's done hard
I went through a
drugs,
phase.
but, huh?
through a phase, yeah. A lot of people do go through a phase. But
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
I
but
went
does
his
through
was like a
it
10-year
was a
phase.
yeah,
It was
it's
a
a fucking
10-year phase.
phase.
Is that a phase?
yeah.
That's an
Are you
addiction,
out of the
man.
phase? Are you out of the phase now?
Oh yeah. The only
Yeah,
thing I do
okay,
now is
okay.
fucking drink some beer when I go home.
Yeah, right on. So what did you get
So
into?
you,
What was your what was a good time
It was
for
like
you?
like right after high school, between like 18 and 21, I used to fucking. It was like an 8 ball a weekend kind of,
Oh yeah.
and then fucking turned 21, and like 5 days after I turned 21, I got a DUI.
Oh.
After all, and then from like 16 to 21, I was always partying, I was always drinking, I was always driving. Never got in trouble. As soon as I
Yeah.
fucking turned 21, I got my DUI.
I had the same thing happen with me, but it was 18 here, like 18 when you're adult here. And yeah, I got away with all kinds of shit. Like so before before I was an established drug dealer, I was like breaking into houses, breaking into cars just to support my weed habit. And so I mean I was lucky that I was already established before I came hooked on pills and shit like that, or I would have been sucking dick for them for sure.
damn.
And
Hey, so you
See,
said you were a
I
drug
never
dealer?
got to that level.
yeah. But
I never got to that level. I was like, if I couldn't afford it, I didn't have it. I wasn't. I never went out and stole for it or robbed people for it.
He
Yeah, I
just
think
took
that's
If
sick.
I
why
didn't have the money for it, I couldn't. I didn't have it.
I think
Just
that was a
sucked
big
dick
part
for
of
it.
why I started selling it too, is just to support the habit.
Yeah, I used to sell it too. Kind of. But yeah, if I didn't have the money for it, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So Adam, you said you were a drug dealer. What drugs did you deal?
Started with selling weed, and then I got arrested in high school for selling weed and kicked out and expelled and all that. And I should have just stopped there, but then I started selling whatever else I could, like coke and ecstasy, perks and oxy, stuff like that. Stuff that was you could make more money off of that was smaller. Like to have a backpack full of weed, you could make, so you can make $500 off a backpack full of weed, but you could make the same $500 off like a handful of cocaine, so it's easier to hide, or you could ditch it if you need to, stick it up your ass if you need to.
Doesn't have that
Yeah,
And
odor.
shit.
so I
Doesn't
wasn't
have the
doing
smell
coke
of
when
weed.
yeah, the smell gives the shit away too, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, weed's hard to sell. And so I started selling coke, and then I wasn't doing blow when I first started, but it didn't take too long until I started doing it, and then I was doing it every day, and eventually somehow got into perks and doing oxys, and just a downhill fucking thing from there. Arrested a lot of times, had to spend a lot of money on lawyers, shit like that.
How many times would you say you've been arrested?
There's probably like maybe 5 or 6 times. A couple of times
That's
were
a
like
lot of
bullshit
times.
though, where either the cops had fucked up, or I don't know, a lot of fucked up stories, just like things being on probation and then getting stopped, and yeah, a lot of bullshit, just shit I could have done
Are
without.
are you on probation right now?
No, I feel like I got off all my probation and all that kind of shit a few years ago. So like the last 7 years I've been on I guess a straight edge, just
Oh,
paying
okay. So
taxes
you
and
don't
shit
even
like a normal guy.
drink?
No, I don't drink. I haven't drank in a long time either. I drank too much to
Nice.
where yeah, shit was killing my body. I'd get pains in my side, and I'd like get all rashed out, like red blotchy rashes on my back from it. So I think it was really fucking my body up, so I had to stop drinking.
Well, that too, and sometimes you start drinking, you get so drunk, you just like you don't give a fuck, and the
Oh
next
yeah.
thing you know, you're fucking trying to find a 20th cup of coke.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take drinking will take you right to the drugs for sure if you've already been like a drug user, right? I think
Right.
booze is the real gateway,
Okay.
the gateway drug, not weed.
I think Adam, are you still there?
So Rob, did you ever get
Adam.
into like into opiates or
Hey,
anything,
Robert.
or was it
You
just doing
froze, huh?
blow?
Hello, Adam. Adam, I think your Wi-Fi went out.
Rob there still?
22.
Adam 22.
Zeus, you
Sure.
can hear me? Okay.
Hey, he's back.
Rob's
He's back.
punched out for a minute.
Hey, Adam, you cut
Yeah,
out for a
yeah,
little
okay.
bit. You froze.
Rob, yeah. So were you doing Rob? Were you just doing blow, or were you like smoking crack and doing opiates too, or?
I tried smoking crack once with my cousins, just because it was there.
Yeah.
They refused to give me a bump of coke, so they gave me some crack. I was like, "Fuck it, let's smoke some crack." And there's this little town of Mammoth north of where we live, and I got lost in the riverbed for about 6 hours, just trying to find the fucking way out of this trying to find my cousin's grandmother's house. Yeah, for about 6 hours, I was just wandering in the dark, like a crackhead with a little pen light that you couldn't see shit. That was my one
That's a good
experience with
first
crack.
experience, eh?
That was the first and fucking last.
Yeah, I never got into that. The coke always made me so sketchy, and coke was nothing like it ever advertised in the movie. Like, it always made me antisocial. I couldn't talk or be like, I couldn't function socially. I'd have to go home and just do more blow by myself.
Like, those times where you just get stuck and you start staring at something.
Oh yeah, just frozen. Yeah, just too much coke and you're just fucking frozen.
I have.
Do you want to
I
hear?
have never done. I have never done coke, but
You're a bitch.
I'm a huge pussy.
Oh no, you're smart. You're not
coke
missing
is-
out on
coke is-
anything, man.
Coke is for some real ass dudes. I'm not a real ass dude right there.
No, that's sketchy. It's not even worth it. You're not missing anything. Makes your dick shrink and fucking expensive.
Damn, I can't afford that.
Fucking
I cannot
brutal.
afford that.
Yeah, if I wasn't-
my dick shrink and never grew back.
Yeah, if I wasn't selling it and didn't have it for free, I wouldn't have been spending money on it. That's for sure.
Man.
Do you guys want to?
hey,
you guys want to hear some? Sorry, go ahead, Zeus.
oh yeah, no, I was just gonna say. I think it's time to do some plugs.
Yeah, you want to do the first one?
Yeah, we can do. You do the plugs. I can't. I don't think I can leave my screen. So why don't you do the plugs? And I couldn't find any royalty-free music to kind of segue it into it. So I'll do the background.
Okay.
And Robert,
Mow, 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 mow.
So do you want to do the first one?
that's
Do
too
you
loud,
want to do the one I
Robert.
sent you?
I got shit to plug.
Are you gonna do the one that I sent you?
I'm sorry. No, anyways, the
Zeus,
background music's actually a little too loud. Just go ahead and
Zeus, are you
plug in
gonna are you gonna read the one that I gave you?
I have it in the text, but I can't take it out. I think if I leave the
Okay.
screen. Wait, let me see.
Okay,
Can you
I
guys still hear me?
will.
I got it actually.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it. Okay,
let
cool.
me.
You do that one.
Yeah.
I'll do the next one.
This episode is actually sponsored by and is brought to you by. Sorry, horrible. Sorry. I had it. I thought I had it. Okay, found it. All right, this episode is brought to you by Plan B. Plan A was easy. You got the roofie in her drink, but the pussy pull out, and only fags use condoms. So drop that little baby killer in her drink and hit the road. Plan B. I don't know how good that was, but I'm a horrible fucking sponsor.
That's because you're a fucking beater. Rewrite.
True.
Plan B, maybe safer than the African abortion stick, and way better than sticking crocodile shit mixed with dough up your pussy, because that's a real thing they used to do. I guess there's
Really?
spermicide in crocodile shit.
Holy shit.
See,
I
my
didn't know
plan
that.
B was always
Now
just
we know.
punching in the stomach.
That's probably
That's
easiest.
Plan C.
They used to back in the day. They had women come into the clinic with the spoke from an umbrella still stuck inside them, tires like bicycle tire spokes. What else was there here? They had some other thing, paste of mashed up ants, foam from a camel's mouth, hair from the tail of a deer, dissolved in bear fat, injected into the uterus. Fucking
Damn.
wild.
Damn. Was this in the U.S. or Canada, or just everywhere?
Some of these are like Africa.
Damn.
See, that
Some
sounds
of
like fucking Afghanistan.
Yeah, some is in London, like UK.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
any
some
you guys ever been
African-
to? Any you guys
Huh?
ever been to abortion clinic before?
Never.
No, Rob, you? God damn it, you stole my joke. And they're all fucking.
This is
Yeah,
what I
they're
tell
all
you,
fucking-
Robert's the
They're not
funniest
using
guy,
rubbers. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I went in there and literally it was just a bunch of hot chicks, and they're fucking. None of them are give a shit about condoms. And just down the road, I actually have one that's just like a kilometer down the road on my way to work. And once a year, they have everybody out there with the signs. And I'm so tempted to just film myself driving by and fucking just hucking coat hangers at them as I drive by.
Ah,
But I haven't worked up the courage to do
oh
that
no,
yet.
you're breaking up, Adam.
Yeah,
Adam,
so I guess that's the end of our
you're
Plan
breaking
B. Our Plan B sponsor there.
yo, Adam.
Are you guys still there? Or am I
You're
cutting
coming
out?
back. All right. What is that? Is it your Wi-Fi?
Did you guys hear the end of the?
Wi-Fi
Did you get to the end of
Yeah.
the clinic story? Could be. I'm in my
What's
car. I'm out in my driveway in my car. Is it me that keeps cutting out?
Yeah. Your internet like cuts
Yeah, I don't
off
want anybody
sometimes.
coming knocking on the doors. Yeah, this is the only place I can come to get peace and quiet.
Oh, no worries. We'll muster through. So
Yeah, so
we're
since Corona has I was wondering if the homeschool shootings must have gone up quite a bit since Corona, right?
yeah, they're pretty we're pretty low on the school shootings, you know.
Yeah.
It's a
But I
record.
Yeah, I
think-
mean, like,
Yeah,
It's a
record
record
low.
for non-school. It's like a record for consecutive days of not having school shooting.
yeah, but the homeschool shootings are going way up, right?
Yeah, I guess if you count in domestic abuse, yeah.
Yeah, me, my wife, and my kid, we've been having Nerf wars all around the house. My kid thinks it's all just for fun, but really I'm just preparing for if he fucking flips out, and then we know where he's going and what he's going to do. Those active
Nice.
homeschool shooting drills.
Nice. Yeah, my I still bully my daughter so she doesn't get too comfortable because since all the other kids aren't doing it, I punk her for lunch money, and I have two hats. You know, I take off my dad hat off and I put on a school bully hat on. And I bully
Yeah.
her.
Walk up to her and fucking punch her in the face.
Yep.
Give me your money, bitch.
Yep.
I always catch myself telling my kid not to do things that I've already done, like never hit a girl. And then I remember back in grade 3, fucking punching this chick. I punched this chick out. Fuck, I don't know where that story's going, but I hit a girl once. It was in grade 3.
Why'd you hit her?
So there was like this big scuffle the day before, and I was on the ground, and she kicked me in the back, like with these big pointy shoes.
Damn. So you got
So
beat up by a girl?
I was already
So you had to
down, so I
sucker
don't know.
punch her?
Yeah, wait till you hear the rest of it. So you know the portables, the outside school classes.
Yeah.
So I had one of my buddies waiting on the other side of the portable. So I told him, tell me when she's coming around the corner. So she comes around the corner. I jumped out and popped her once in the face, and she took off
Damn.
running. And as she ran off, she fell and scraped her arms, scraped her elbows up. So she was all fucked up and bloodied, but it was nothing that I did. Like the punch didn't fucking do anything to her. It was all on the
Yeah, it was a weak
wipeout when
ass
she was
third
running
grade.
away.
It was a weak ass third grade punch.
Yeah, yeah, it didn't do shit.
Dude, if it was me and I was in third grade, I would have knocked her out. Cold.
She lived in my neighborhood too, so her parents after school that day walked over to my house with her and got my parents and were like, "Well, look what your kid did to our daughter." And I tried to explain that it was her running away, but that's not much of a defense.
She ran away after I punched her in the face.
Yeah, she's no, that's fucked up. That's funny.
Yeah, that's the only time it happened.
We're back.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So yeah, I had a really proud dad moment the other day.
Okay.
Uh,
By the way,
there's been a
you
lot of
sound way
them. Like,
better.
yeah, okay, wicked.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, my kid. There's been a bunch of proud dad moments. Like he kicks ass in karate. He's good at school and everything. I was doing my laundry the other day, and I found his first cum sock.
Oh.
And
that's fucking hilarious.
and then
How old is he?
11.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah, so
that's around the same time I started.
he's a he's an early shooter. And so then I was wondering, I was thinking like I wonder what he's jerking off to. So I like was checking on Google, and I'm reading the Google searches, and it's like girl in grade 7 sucking dick.
What the fuck? He's gonna get you in trouble, bro.
girl in grade 7 with tits out. And I'm like, oh
Dude.
fuck, should I call the cops or fucking? Because I don't want them to think it's me looking for the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know what to
Damn.
do. I'm just gonna let it
I'll just.
stew for a minute.
That's
But,
fucking.
She walk up
funny,
to me,
man.
hey, Google this stuff.
Damn.
Just don't put grade
Yeah, you're
7.
gonna
So,
get in trouble, man.
Yeah, I should report it. I should at
Robert,
least
he's
have a
just
talk
using
with
us as an alibi. He's just using us as an alibi.
He fucking got me.
Hey, just fucking listen to Truckers Trucking with podcast, man.
So anyways, the cum sock, yeah. So I look at him like it must be his because I know it's not mine because I wouldn't have jerked off into one of his socks because it's like kind of creepy. But one time I grabbed one of his socks, but I didn't realize it. And I put it on my dick, and I was like, but I had to take a picture because it made my dick look so big in that little sock. But I didn't end up jerking off into it though.
That's funny.
It's like a little. It's like a beer cozy, but for your dick.
Yeah, you got it.
Damn, I think we just found a new fucking.
Yeah, so that was my proud
new
dad moment.
invention. Damn, that's funny, man. Yeah, I want a
Yeah,
son.
so you guys got kids?
Eventually. I have one and one on the way in December.
Oh yeah.
So my
Congratulations.
daughter's my daughter's 5 years old, and my girl
She looks
is
like she's fucking 9.
she's big. She's a big girl. She's fucking like jacked. She's fucking muscular from all the hot Cheetos she's eating. But
Yeah.
she's a big girl, man. You know, compared to like other kids her age, she looks like a whole
Mhm.
year older than them, man. She's kind of big because I'm big and I'm her dad. At least I hope so. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten a DNA test yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
And
getting
so would
that.
that be a proud dad moment for you when your 5-year-old daughter ate more pizza than you that one day?
Yeah,
You
she
said
ate
she
more
almost ate
pizza.
the whole large pizza.
Yeah, she ate like fucking 4 slices, and I only finished like 3, man. I was like,
And
how are
she
you
still
still
wanted
hungry?
more.
And she still wanted more, and I told her, no more. You're not gonna eat the fucking other slice of pizza, man. She's a big girl, and she's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, no. You think you're hungry? Drink some water or something, man. Heck no.
Yeah. Kick a ball around or something with her, right?
Yeah. But yeah, oh man, what else did you want to talk about? I know you had some good stories to tell us.
Yeah, I'll give
how
you this
did-
one. I got a good strip club story. So this didn't happen to me, but it happened to a really good friend of mine and a mutual friend of ours. So the two of them were at the strip club, and the one guy went to get a dance, and when he went to get a dance. The stripper left her purse on the table. So, and these are both like super rich Italian kids. No need to do what this guy did. So Buddy snatches the purse and leaves the club, and then calls his buddy while he's getting the dance. And he's like, leave now, like, get out the door now. And the guy's like, oh, fuck you, I'm getting a dance. And so the dance is done, and they come back out, and she realizes her purse is gone. So she gets all the bouncers, they fucking drag him into a back room. And so he's a short little Italian guy. This is a while ago, he must have been like 22 years old, something like that. So big black bouncer says, you got to get your buddy back here. He's got to bring the purse back. And I think it ended up being like $400 in the purse. Bouncer took all the guy's jewelry, pulled dude's pants down and bent him over the table. And big black bouncer took down his pants, got his dick hard, put a condom on it, and started slapping him, slapping him on the ass with it, saying, if your buddy doesn't come back with the purse or whatever, you're gonna get fucked. And so eventually the guy did come back. He drove all the way home, like an hour back, to switch vehicles and then come back to try to not be noticed. And I think he had him leave the purse in at a fast food restaurant, and they dropped the kid off in a field, fucking somewhere off on the highway.
Holy shit!
Got lucky.
Holy
He got
shit,
so
dude.
lucky.
Fucking
Imagine-
if somebody fucking some black dude, some black gentleman with a hog bent me over, slapped my ass with his dick, dude. I think after I'm freed, you'd have to kill him. You'd have to kill him. And
over $400.
Inside you, you're like, I hope he doesn't bring the purse back.
You never know.
Dude, but you'd
Please don't
have
bring the
to.
purse. Please don't bring the purse. That's gonna be you.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, you would have to kill that dude, man. And then even then, you'd be justified to call him a nigger. To do that shit, hell no. Oh hell no, dude. I'd be pissed. Because I'm not the biggest guy, but I would never. I don't know what do you do? You bent over, he manhandled you, and now he got fucking put your pants down, and he's about to stick your dick in there. Oh, you gotta kill him.
Oh.
You gotta kill him.
And he had nothing to do with it either. Nothing to do with it.
Damn, dude, that fucking sucks, man.
What about Rob? Do you got any good drug stories? Any good drug tales?
Drug stories. I think. No, I mean, I just smoked weed and shit, man. I didn't really get all. I mean, I got goofy, You get goofy, you just stupid, and then But I stopped smoking weed because I was too goofy, and it was kind of embarrassing. I felt like I couldn't get bitches, so my main priority was like getting bitches. And I was just like, how am I gonna go up to a girl and be like, oh, hey guys, hey bitches, just being goofy as fuck. And so so I quit smoking weed. That was my main priority.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I haven't smoked weed since I was like 14.
They could both be expensive.
Yeah.
Bitches and weed, both expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a pretty sober guy. I drink alcohol, which I have more stupid that I have a trope. Now, I don't know if I'm even using that word properly, but I have there's something that happens to me at least once a year, man, and I'm not proud of it. But I piss on my bed once a year. I don't know why. It's just always a recurring theme, man. And I explained this to my girl, and she's like, she thinks I'm doing it on purpose because I make a joke out of it. But I'm like, babe, trust me, I'm not trying to do it on purpose. I piss the bed once a year, and I'm like, that's pretty not bad. It's like 99.99% of the time I don't piss on the bed, but it's either like random too, man. Like I just think I'm in my sleep, and I think I'm fucking how do you say? I'm at the bathroom and I start fucking pissing, and I'm like, fuck, and I wake up. Has that ever happened to you still?
This happened to me. It wasn't drinking though. So one night I was like up all night smoking fentanyl patches and eating a bunch of hydromorphines, and I don't remember falling asleep or anything, but I woke up the next morning covered in piss. Like it didn't smell. It didn't even smell, so I wasn't sure if it was piss. I thought maybe a roommate might have came in and splashed water on me or something, but fucking all over me. And I told one of my buddies, and I'm like, man, I gotta slow down. Like maybe I overdosed because I don't remember anything, and fucking woke up covered in piss, and that didn't wake me up. And so I'm like, yeah, I gotta slow down, whatever. Fucking very next morning, same thing. Woke up covered in piss again because I just fucking went hard with fentanyl patches and pills again the whole night.
Damn.
But I think those are the last times I pissed my pants. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know why. It's just for me. It's just it sucks. It sucks, and the bed smells like piss. You gotta wait. You gotta dry it. You gotta clean it.
Oh, on a new
But
mattress
it's
too.
nah. You should look at my mattress, man. It's all piss
What?
stains everywhere now. Now we clean it. Make sure it doesn't get stained and whatnot. It looks clean, but it sucks, man. I don't know why I can't fucking do it, but I can't. I don't know. It's once a year, given. The last time I pissed the bed, I think I was like fucking blacked out drunk, dude. I fucking I'm surprised. I don't know if I got alcohol poisoning because it was that bad. It was the most drunk I've ever been. I woke
Mhm.
up and I fucking barely like woke up and pissed everywhere, dude. I'm like fuck, and then I was like, but I wasn't a totally in denial like you. Like I knew it was piss. I didn't have to smell it.
Yeah, the shit didn't smell. It was weird. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But as far as drugs go, no, I don't really have that many. What kind of offers would you get from drug? Like you said, you were a drug dealer, right? So
Yeah.
would you get any kind of crazy drug offers or besides money?
So there was always all kinds of shit. Like at one point, I was basically had like my own hawk shop. Like I was taking in everything, like all the game systems, buying clothes, like right out, like buy the shoes off somebody's feet, fucking like buying whatever I could. I was like impulsively buying shit, and
Hmm.
like people give up their parents' jewelry, fucking like people will sell anything. But I had
Yeah.
a few like really die-hard customers, like big time cokeheads and crackheads or fucking pill junkies. And so I have a couple. Do you want to hear a couple stories from a couple of these guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so I'll start with this guy. This guy was in the town nicknamed the Cripple, and he way back when snowboarding had just started, when there was just one tip on the snowboard, this guy fell off the mountain, broke his neck, and that was the end of snowboarding. And then he got turned into a big junkie, and so he was such a hardcore junkie that just after meeting him, he he fucking threw himself in front of a car just like to get the lawsuit money out of it and to get pain pills out of it too. And he did it and it worked, but he had to get a whole hip replacement.
Mm.
And so he had this crackhead girlfriend with him too. So I ended up moving in with these two guys, and it was a mess of fucking 2 years. It was crazy. So these guys would half that lawsuit money came to me. Like they spent most of it on coke and crack, just buying shit off me.
Damn.
And so as soon as these guys they guy and girl, as soon as they take their first hit, they go lock themselves in the bathroom for like 6 to 12 hours, smoking the rest of the crack, and they're just in there with the door locked. And I know they're not fucking because the guy's completely crippled, fucking brand new hip and shit. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing in there. But they're so dedicated to their crack habit too that this is the first time I'd ever seen it or even heard of it. They would put food coloring in their crack when they were cooking it. So like Christmas, they would mix red and blue food coloring. Halloween, they put the orange and black. So like they would cook food coloring in their crack to correlate with
Why?
the holidays.
Why?
Just,
Just for that? Just for the Christmas
just,
spirit?
yeah.
Festivities.
I guess they've been smoking crack for fucking 2 decades, so I guess they gotta spice it up somehow.
Did they look like crackheads?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. The chick maybe not so much, but the guy was fucking, yeah, you could tell right away.
Did you ever fuck her?
I used to, so they would come to like she would come to my door fucking 5 times a night, coming to grab like another 20 or 40 or whatever. And sometimes I would lay there with like I'd fluff my dick up so it'd be like half hard,
Half
and I
chub?
just kind of lay there with my dick out of my boxers, hoping she was gonna. It never worked, and I'm not sure that she ever even really came in any of those times that I had my dick out. But yeah, it never worked. I'm really surprised she never tried to offer me pussy because a lot of girls do, but I never really took advantage of it because I figure if this girl's gonna give me her pussy for like $20, how many other guys has she given it away to? Like really quick to
Right.
fucking catch an STD.
Right.
And
That's pretty fucking funny, man. You know why? Because I've never heard of a faithful crackhead, but now I know where to look.
yeah, they stayed together. I don't know if they are still together, but fucking they lived for 6 years in a Volkswagen van, on a meth binge, doing meth every day for 6 years, and fucking yeah. So I don't know how they didn't kill each other. I'd hear them
You know
arguing
what,
in the
dude?
next room, and I'd
Hmm.
record their arguments to fucking show people.
What were
Yeah,
they
they were
would
fucked.
fight about? stupid shit.
Oh, just Eddie, like whenever they didn't have drugs, they'd be fighting, like fucking flipping out. And she could beat the
You know
shit out
what's
of him
funny,
because he
dude?
was so crippled.
You gave me such a good you give me such a good idea, man. I'm gonna start dosing my girl's drink with like a little bit of crack. So every time she's around me, only when she's around me, whenever goes too long without that, she's gonna be like having this nervous breakdown, kind of like withdrawal, feeling like shit, just so she come back right to daddy, you know.
But she's black, so she might be immune to it too.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
true. She might.
could be in her genes, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. So, you, what did you say right before I started? Right before I interrupted you, you said something.
So the girlfriend, they were
Oh,
fighting
she beat the
over.
fuck. She beat
Yeah,
the fuck out of him.
so I think maybe just there was probably only one time that she did like that I really heard it got physical, and I mean she could have beat the shit out of him if she needed to. But I touched on STDs there for a second, and so there was this chick that I was selling pills to, and when she was all done up with makeup and shit, she was gorgeous, like fucking perfect. And so I was trying to fuck her, but with not giving her pills to fuck me kind of thing.
Hmm.
So I hung out with her a couple times, and then one day I get a call from my ex-girlfriend, and she's like, "I can't believe you're hanging out with Kaylee. She's a whore. She's got STDs and blah blah blah." And then I took it as I'm like, "Oh fuck it, she's just jealous. She sees me walking around with this hot chick and whatever." Fucking like one maybe two nights later, I'm at the bar with one of my buddies, and he's taking a piss in the stall, and he's like, "Dude, I fucked one of your custies the other night, and now I have something on my dick." And I'm like, I thought he was joking, but turns out him and another guy, this chick had given two guys warts, and now these guys got to go get warts lasered off their dicks. So I was so lucky. I was so lucky I didn't have enough game to fuck her without using pills to do
Yeah, I've never had warts, huh, Robert?
I never have. I don't know about you.
Yeah, me neither, bro.
I fucked around with some pretty fucking, questionable, smells were pretty questionable, but I never got anything.
You got lucky so far, eh?
I never used a condom.
Let me see here. I got a
Bro,
I don't know how I'm
oh,
not
I got
you,
I got a story for you here. So when I was younger, I jerked off into a condom because I wanted to see what it felt like and what I had to look
I
forward to,
think we've all
right?
done that. Have we done? Have you
I
done
still
that,
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you
You
guys have
still
done
do
it, okay?
that?
And
Why?
Did it yesterday.
What the
so I,
fuck?
so I wasn't impressed, right? It's fucking pretty shitty.
It was too
But
big,
then
the condom.
the next day, I heard my parents fighting. Fucking, you fuck this guy, you fuck this girl, and they got divorced over the missing condom.
Wow.
Yeah, and when I heard them fighting, I could have said something like the scumbag was sitting right there in the garbage in my bedroom. But I figured two Christmases and two birthdays sound a lot better.
Uh, yeah, dude, that's fucking that. Yeah, you're a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, so that was the first and last time I ever used a condom because it's just too traumatic.
Too many divorces involved.
Yeah, brings back too many bad memories. Yeah.
So you don't even use condoms, fucking a girl, or do you just say you don't use condoms jerking off?
No, I don't really use them. I've been more of like a relationship guy too, right? Like I kind of know what I'm getting into before I go into it. Like
Okay.
the older I get now, I kind of regret that. I wish I would have fucked way more girls in high school than in college times and shit like that. But my dick could have melted too, so I guess I came out alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've traveled around a lot through the United States as a truck driver. Um, and I've gone my fair share. It's so easy when you look handsome like me that it's a curse. But and I try to give tips to my buddy right here, to how to
For the lot
drive.
lizards?
No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck no, I don't fucking bother you.
I tell him tips on how to pick up guys, but he's too shy. I tell him, man, you just go in and proclaim yourself as a bear.
Yeah, you got the bear look.
He does. He's like all fluffy. I just shaved my beard
Fat
off.
and hairy.
Fat
Fat
and
and hairy, yeah, that's such a hard look to pull off.
It is when you don't have hair like Adam here.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to maintain. Real easy to maintain.
Cool. You shave the whole thing off, right? You should just
Yeah,
let
I
the
just
side
shave
of
it.
it just grow long, dude. Just really long hair.
Yeah.
the sides,
Like a fucking Jew.
like a Jew, like a Hasidic Jew or some shit.
So yeah, I was watching this documentary the other night, or
Hmm.
sorry, I woke up like in mid sleep and saw this documentary, and it was I could have swore it was like vampires doing this ritual, um, sucking the blood off a baby's foreskin after circumcision. So I was like, I gotta record this and I'll fucking watch it tomorrow. And then I woke back up and turned it on, and it wasn't vampires, it was Jews,
It was Jews.
and yeah, and they're
I've
all in
seen that.
a packed synagogue with this guy, hundreds of people around. This guy's sucking blood off the baby's dick, and nobody's got a problem with it. And a lot of these babies end up getting herpes from the fucking
Yeah,
priest, and
yeah.
some of them die from it because they can't fight the virus. What kind of
Yep.
pedophile shit is that?
That's some fucking. That's some really Jewish shit. Are you anti-Semitic?
That's just how they weed out the weed, bro.
How
That's how they
Ah,
got
they
the
dude,
weed out the week?
zombies.
that
Yeah.
that's just a good ass weekend, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Did you guys go
You
to
ever
church
suck
growing
babies?
up?
Yeah, I still go to
You
church.
did? Really?
I
You
still
go
go to
every
church.
Sunday, eh?
I try to go every Sunday. Sometimes I don't, but I have Bible study group today at 5 and same on Tuesdays. I'm
Yeah.
Christian. Yeah, I'm super Christian.
Yeah, for real, eh?
Yeah, for real.
He's so Christian, his name's Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's part of it. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
I
Your
mean,
sense of humor, I wouldn't have actually, I wouldn't have figured that.
yeah, no, I'm actually well, it's just because I love comedy, man. I know words are just words, like me just
Yeah.
saying
Good. That's good.
um
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't get offended easily or nothing, but I still know Jesus. To me, I mean, not to I know not everybody believes what I believe in. Not everybody has to believe what I believe in, but I know that Jesus Christ was somebody who actually walked the earth and died for our sins, and so you know, I think
Well,
being
I'm glad to
a better
know.
Christian would make me even a better father. But as far as comedy or podcasting or bullshitting around, it's just like it's something I love doing. You know what I mean? And my sense of humor, I can't get offended, man. I can't.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that somebody like yourself that you can be, pretty religious and still look past, to other shit. Like, yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, even when we watch
Religious.
like, do you ever watch Rap?
No, I haven't seen a
R.A.P.
lot of it.
Real Ass
No,
podcast? No.
I haven't even seen.
Um.
I've seen a bit of Legion of Skanks, but I watched it at work, so it's so offensive that it's one that I can't really get away with at work sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much on Rap, Louis J. Gomez, he fucking just talks shit sometimes about religious people, and I'm like, whatever. I
Yeah,
don't care. I don't get offended. I know that people think differently, but he's not like he's like making fun of people who believe in Jesus and whatnot. But I still love that podcast. I don't care.
yeah,
But he'll be like, oh, people who believe that are fucking stupid or something. It's just fuck,
yeah.
but it's funny. It's fucking funny. Cause
Yeah.
I
What about
don't
Rob?
believe because I don't believe he knows what he's talking about. Robert, he's not religious.
No, never
Not
was a
really.
church kid. You were never a
I
church
mean,
kid,
when
Rob?
I was younger, I think I went to church and stuff, but then it stopped.
Yeah,
I mean, I believe in God. I believe in there somewhere. Or we're gonna go somewhere else and die. But I don't
yeah.
like go to church, and I don't like
Yeah,
private.
that's why. That's how we know that Robert is gonna go somewhere else when he dies to hell.
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
I already know that. I figured that out when I was 12.
Oh man.
So I had a couple like a few friends that went to church, and I was always jealous of them because they get all dressed up. I felt like I was missing out on something, and sure enough, I was. I found out I was missing out on something. Every Sunday, these guys were having dick sucking competitions with God's right hand man,
Nice.
and fuck, I could
You
have been
missed out.
instead of sitting at home alone on Sundays fucking a pillow. I could have been getting the sin sucked right out of my dick at the fucking church there by God's buddy.
Yeah, you're too old now. Maybe you could be doing the dick sucking.
Yeah,
You're
maybe,
around that
maybe.
age.
That's it. I don't even know how guys are even getting into that now with all the stigma around it. It's fucking tough.
Right. Maybe it's just because there's so much. It's so obvious now. Like people were like, okay, we can't get away with it. Who knows?
Yeah, but it's
You know-
everywhere though. It's in every part of society. Like they've
Yeah.
infiltrated everything.
So what are you sucking on right now? Is that like a jewel?
Yeah, it's a little vape thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
I thought for a second it was like a microphone, but then I saw you deep throating. I'm like, that's not how you operate a
No.
That's not how
microphone
you use a
right
microphone.
there.
I tried it already. That's not how you use it.
Did we? Yeah, me and Robert, we met in school, trucking school.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause, but and
First question I asked him was, "Fuck happened to your hat?"
yeah,
Oh
first
yeah,
thing he
so I
asked me.
heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
So
could see in the screen,
holy shit, eh?
I'm missing a little
How
bit of my fingertips.
Show him your thumb. Show him your thumb. It looks like a Rottweiler's tail.
Yeah,
how old were you when
it's
that
like a
happened?
little. I was 13,
Jeez, eh?
and
And so were you holding it in a fist?
yeah, I was holding a firework like this, like I was holding it like this, I guess, and
Yeah, you got one left. Yeah.
yeah, and it just blew up way too quick, and it just fucking. Next thing I know, I'm like missing fingertips. Well, the bones were still
Oh.
sticking out, but there was no meat, and I just was bleeding everywhere for like 2 days. I was like that in Mexico, and because it was New Year's Eve, and in Mexico, the doctors take actual breaks. Like they don't come back in like 2 days or something like that. They actually take breaks. So that what the nurses told me was, go home for now and come back in 2 days. But
Really?
in Spanish. But in Spanish, like because they're pieces of shit in Mexico.
That must have been
Lovely.
fucking traumatizing.
Yeah, and then as soon as we got to the U.S., they fucking operated. Oh, also in Mexico, they wanted to chop my whole hand off like that, even with the stump,
Holy.
because
Yeah.
like the inside of my hand was all like fucked up, and it looked bad. It looked like a bad case of like
Yeah.
I don't know, and so yeah, I mean that's a quick story of what happened to my hand. So
I used to.
if you ever hear any jokes about Robert saying something stupid about my hand, hurtful, really mean.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I used to.
Dude, for you guys entered like hours of entertainment watching him try to grab onto a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I met a truck driver, or sorry, a tow truck driver not too long ago, and he had fucking T-Rex arms to where it was like only forearm and really small deformed hands on both sides. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, how the fuck is he gonna hook this truck up? And sure enough, he did it. And the whole time he did it, he was tough talking about all these fights that he was getting in, and that he was gonna, he almost, had to fuck somebody up. And I'm wondering how this little T-Rex fucking arms would do it. But
hold on,
he sat.
and describe his arms again a little more. How were they?
So just
like,
basically just a forearm attached to the shoulder, and
like
all
this?
the hand.
Or like
Yeah, so like your elbow,
oh,
take your bicep away, and then you just got
okay, this
just
is
your
missing
forearm
pretty
and the
much. It was
fucking
just like that. His short
yeah,
little
yeah,
hand. Both arms or just
So
one?
his
both.
reach was like 6.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
6 inch.
Yeah, or maybe a foot, but and just deformed fingers and everything. I don't know how the fuck he was able to hook that truck up. That was weird.
Damn. Yeah,
But
he
I
wouldn't
used to,
fuck me up. I would fuck his shit up. I'd rock his shit.
yeah, he was, yeah, I don't know.
Unless
Speaking
he
of fight,
kicks me, then I.
that could have been it. He could have had a really good
He probably-
fucking kick game.
yeah.
So I used to fuck around with firecrackers and fire and shit when I was a kid all the time. And there was one fire that I lit outside the local skate park. They had these like commercial tree houses. It was an industrial area, green, and then just a big field. And so some company had these tree houses that I guess they were going to take pictures of them for commercials or something like that. And inside of them was a big gas generator. And I didn't know what a generator was or anything at the time.
No.
I think I was 11 or 12.
Wait.
And a
is
bunch
this
of
me?
us went over there, and I unscrewed the cap on this thing and smelt that it was flammable, it was gas or whatever. So I lit the lid, and big ball of flames. We were playing soccer with this fucking flaming thing, and I think, oh, maybe I'll light the generator. I'll go right to where the cap was and fucking light right there. And so I did it. Huge flame shot out, and the fire just got out of control. But I was so lucky that I don't know how that whole generator just didn't fucking explode right in my face. But so this whole thing goes up in flames. All my friends bail on me, and I'm sitting there trying to piss out a gasoline fire, and it wasn't doing nothing. And then the skate park owner ran out with the fire extinguisher, and he's like, the cops are gonna come, and if you don't fess up to it, you're not allowed back to the skate park. And skate park was like my sanctuary, so as soon as the cops came, I admitted it, and fucking yeah.
Damn, dude.
Big
Did you
fire,
get-
but I got
so
so
how old were
lucky.
you?
So what's that?
How old were you?
Yeah, I was like 11 or 12. Fucking real
Damn.
lucky I didn't get blown up there. And
Fucking
there was
Robert. Robert was a piece of shit too. He fucking burned down. So tell us about that. How you almost fucking killed your whole
I didn't
family.
really. It was my whole family. Well, at the time, it was my whole family.
yeah.
But I was little. I was fucking playing with. I was playing with matches. I would
Oh
light
yeah.
it, put it out. I'm like, I would enjoy the smell of the smoke with the match.
Yeah.
And I would throw it. Because my mom used to have like a fucking hospital-sized cardboard box of laundry detergent. I would throw it in the fucking thing.
hmm
And I guess one of them went out and lit it back up, and I heard like it was like Saturday morning. I heard the fucking cartoon start. So that's started watching TV. Commercial comes. I walk back to do it again, and a fucking flame is going from the box up to the roof. And I walk into my mom's room all cool. My mom's crashing. Hey mom, the house is on fire. And she just shot up out of bed and fucking booked it, and she started grabbing because the back door is right there. So she was just grabbing shit, throwing out the back door that was on fire. And still to this day, she has no fucking feeling in her fingers
oh man.
because her fucking hands hurt so bad. But yeah, I almost fucking killed my little mom.
Jeez. So we had the little co-op or like townhouse that I grew up in. The front porches, like the houses are all attached. You share a front porch, and we all decided one day to go hotbox in the attic, like smoke a bunch of weed in the attic. And sometime at night, it was like 7 or 8 o'clock. We're done, and somebody puts out the roach, but they didn't put it out all the way, and so there's all that insulation and shit. So this was my next door neighbor that shared my porch. And then it must have been 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. My mom came up, shaking me, waking me up, saying, "Oh, Jody's house is on fire. Get out of the house. Get out of the house." So sure enough, it was that little roach didn't light the whole house on fire, but burned up the attic. The fire burned down into his niece's room, like his sister had just had a baby. Burned down through the closet of the baby's room, but luckily nobody was there. It was just him staying in the house. So he was sleeping in the living room, and he had like ear problems, like hearing problems. So he didn't even hear the smoke detector going off, to where his fucking crippled neighbor had to come over, kick the door in, and wake him up to pull him out of the house. And fucking yeah, I've
Damn.
almost burned the fucking whole house down over a little joint.
For a little joint. Damn.
Yeah, big fire.
That's fucking damn. That crippled. What do you mean when you said that crippled neighbor had to kick the door in? Was
So
it the same
he
guy
was
with the little fucking arms? He
no,
fucking
no.
kicked
This
the
is
shit out
like
of the door.
he was just an old man that fucking had to walk with a cane and shit like that. Yeah, so there was
Damn, dude.
I got another good prank story. There was my grade school. We had this the hallway monitor named Mrs. Moeller, and she lived right across the street. So like from the front of the school across the street was her house. So me and a couple of my friends, at least once a week, fucking every week for like 4 years, would egg her house, throw eggs, throw snowballs, fucking stones, do whatever we could to fuck with her, to where she would have her son come stay with her, so that when we would knock on the door and run, he could chase us and try to catch us. So it went on for years. She never caught us, never caught anybody. So then one night I don't know what we did, threw eggs or something, and we had this getaway. We'd go through the school field, and behind the school field was the community center, which was an arena and a big parking lot. So we'd escape through there. So me, the guy Rob, and this guy Brennan, we made our escape. We're walking through the arena. A fucking car pulls up beside us, slams on the brakes. An old guy gets out, grabs my buddy Brennan, throws him in the car, and they fucking take off. And we didn't see who it was. But then me and my buddy were so scared. We were so afraid that we were going to get in trouble for all the shit that we were doing that we didn't say anything. Like, we didn't tell his parents. We didn't call the cops. I can't even remember our walk home. Our conversation on the walk home was like, what the fuck are we going to do? And we didn't even like think of how bad it could be that he could have just been, or he was kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
But,
Yeah.
so we're walking home, still no clue what we're going to say, what we're going to do. And his mom's out on the front porch as we're walking by his place. And she's like, "Where's Brennan?" Freaking out. And we're like, "Oh, we made an excuse. We lied. We said, oh, he went a different way or something like that." And she's like, "No, he didn't. He was he just called me from a payphone. He was abducted in the car and fucking whatever." And I can't remember really like what happened with, how the rest of that story went. But I can't remember him actually telling us what happened when he was in that car. I think
Oh, dude, I bet you it was fucking Tyrone. Put a condom on and slapped his ass with it.
yeah. So I think I think what he
Is
said
that
was
what
like
you do?
he was screaming rape and screaming and whatever, and they let him out. And so it was Mrs. Moeller, the teacher, and her husband with the tire iron. And I guess they whatever happened, he never told us like really what happened. I guess but fucking freaky.
Damn.
We never
Well,
went back to her house after that. That was it.
he never told you because he doesn't want to remember.
Yeah, he probably hasn't even dealt
Tire
with
iron probably got put up his ass.
it. Could have been, could have.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that was a good
Fuck.
one.
I've never been let's see. Oh, in California? Oregon?
Holy.
Nice. Well, Oregon kind of deserved it.
You guys want to hear
Yeah.
about a good pill heist? An
Let's hear
OxyContin
it.
heist?
What-
So there's this. So I moved. I like lived in college or university towns because it's just full of kids to sell drugs to. And
It's like,
so
that's it. It's on.
yeah.
Yeah, Tucson's
So
a
this
big
was
U of A college kind of town. Not big, but like a lot of college people live here.
yeah. So this
So go
one.
ahead.
So I wasn't actually an accomplice to this, but it was my roommates at the time that did this. And so we were getting pills off somebody, and he told us that he knows when the guy goes to get his script, what day of the month, what Shoppers Drug Mart to go to. So then they kind of manipulate him into giving him pills to get all the information we can for what time he's leaving the place to get to the Shoppers Drug Mart, get his pills. So get everything down. So my buddy's waiting on the payphone out front of the pharmacy. So the guy comes walking out of the pharmacy, and he said something like 380 milligram oxys, 300 perks, like a huge fucking prescription, thousands of dollars. And so as the guy walks out with all his pills, my buddy holding the payphone is like stops and says, "No, do you have the time?" And then the crippled guy lifts up his hand to look at his watch with the big bag of pills in his hand, and buddy just snatches it and fucking starts running. So as he's running away, he looks back, and the old guy who's on all these painkillers because his back's all fucked up, tried chasing him and slipped and fucking landed on his back. And have you guys ever seen the Three Stooges?
Kinda.
The Three Stooges, the old show. So he lands on his back and starts doing the curly, or I think it was curly, where he's running in circles on his side, on his back. I don't know. It's hard to describe. So fucking he looks back and sees that, and then just keeps going and fucking got away with it.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
pretty good heist. Yeah. Let's see,
Damn.
there's a couple of good ones here. So there was this kid named Scruffs, and he got the name Scruffs because he was just a super hairy fucking dude. And he'd get his mom to cut his hair, and his mom would only cut down to the back hairline and leave all that back and shoulder hair coming out of his shirt.
Before you go on, my mom literally just cut my hair, dude.
Yeah, so what does it look like at the back? Does she cut it down past? Yeah, there you go. It looks like she knows.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, it looks like she knows what she's doing.
That's so much she's getting practice, and that's the first. I hate it when women cut my hair, dude. I go to a barber shop I don't know, and I don't know any barbers there to kind of like say, yeah, that's my guy. And every time I get a girl, I'm like, fuck, dude. I know it's gonna come out fucked up, and she ends up fucking it up, man. I hate it. Women shouldn't be allowed to cut hair, but only like a handful, like 4 women, 4 maybe at most in my life, out of so many women that have cut my hair, have not fucked it up. Most guys know what they're doing, but anyways, I said, you know what? If my mom can cut my hair, and learns how to do it good, okay, I wear hair mostly all the time, so it looks clean on the sides, and then all that.
Yeah, it looks like she did all right.
So anyways, this guy, he fucking Scruffs,
hairy bastard. So he had an internship or what's it called? An internship or whatever, something like that for his work, and he got it with his dad to work in like a lube shop or a body shop type of thing. And he turned into such a cokehead that he started stealing from work, and they set him up with a $20 bill, and he fucking took the bait, and I guess they fired him right in front of his dad. Fucking huge embarrassment. And so one day we see him, he's all coked out, and he's looking at the carpet, trying to pick little pieces of coke out of the carpet. And then my buddy says Yeah. So my buddy says to him, he's like, "Why don't you just bring a comb?" Right, making a joke. And he showed up the next day with a lice comb, like one of those real fine combs, and was picking shit out of the carpet.
Uh,
And so one day he says, so a lot of the stuff that I was doing, like in selling, was out of a buddy's basement, and so that's where a lot of us hung out all the time. So occasionally I'd leave my stuff there overnight. And one day this kid Scruffs was talking to who was like my best buddy at the time, and he's like, "Oh, Adam's lucky. He's lucky I'm his friend. I could steal shit and he wouldn't even notice." Not thinking that the guy's gonna tell me, like he's gonna tell me right away the shit that this guy's talking. So I guess I've never considered myself as a tough guy. Like I don't like confrontation. I'll try to avoid it, like at almost any
yeah.
cost. So I'm like, I
Same
could
here,
fight this.
man.
Yeah, so I'm like, I could fight this kid, or I can fuck with them, and that's usually what I did with people, right? There'll be similar stories. So I start crushing up Tylenol and baking soda, leaving like little tiny bits in the end of baggies, and then like big crumbs in the carpet all over Buddy's basement. And I'm just watching over the as the week goes by. There's less baggies under there. The fucking carpet's all cleaned up. So he ends up sniffing all this fucking baking soda and crushed up Tylenol. And fucking what else did he do? He was a bag licker. He would take all my empty bags and fucking lick them dry.
What the fuck? That's weird, man. I like at that
Yeah.
point you kind of just like, damn, dude, chill. I
There
mean,
there was one time.
I've seen like when I go to parties, I'm offered coke all the time.
Mm,
I've never done it, but I just see people do like, just fucking like with something, just like a key or something, and you
mm,
fucking just they just snore usually with the key. I've never seen anybody do it with their long ass pinky. No, I know that's a thing to do, but I've never seen anybody
yeah.
do that.
I feel like that's a straight up.
Yeah, huh? Some beaner shit, dude. I've seen people line up lines and do like a little either like a dollar bill straw. I
Yeah.
recorded one time this one bitch. I went to like a little kickback, I guess. Like it was just mostly me and my buddies hanging out, and then they invited two girls from like a bar over, and they just started doing coke and they did lines and shit. And this one girl fucking I started just like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna start recording just like secretly, and then you just see her just go, and then she's all fucking happy and shit. I'm like, damn, these cokeheads, man. It's weird, man. I can't do that. It's
Did
weird.
you blackmail her?
No, no, I don't know her
No.
like that. I didn't.
So
I feel
fucking
like I got
so
a stroke. My R is just like really low.
yeah.
Anyways, go
The yeah. So the
ahead.
same kid Scruff. So one night we had set up for to watch a UFC event at his house. So we all pitched in money or whatever. And the night of the fight, he called me to ask him to spot him a half gram or something. And I was like, no, I can't spot you anything. I can't afford to lend you money or lend you drugs, whatever, right? And so then he calls my other buddy and says, like 15 minutes later, and he's like, my dad won't let me do UFC now, so I got to cancel UFC. So he canceled the whole thing just out of spite, just because I wouldn't give him the drugs. And
Mm.
so my buddy was really pissed, and so Scruffs had left like it was maybe like one quarter of a 26er of some kind of whiskey or whatever, and he had left it at the house. And my buddy's like going, fuck this guy. He grabs the bottle, takes a bunch of some booze out, and then fucking fills it up with piss. So it was like maybe half piss and half booze. A few days go by, and then the guy Scruff shows up and thinks everything's blown over, everything's cool, nobody cares anymore. And he's like, "Oh, you still got that bottle?" And buddy's like, "Yeah, it's right in the fridge there." So he grabs it and then he pours it into one of those red beer cups. So there was enough that it probably filled 2/3 of the beer cup, and then he topped it off with water after that. So I said to him, like, "Yo, Scruffs, if you can chug that whole thing without puking, I'll give you $20." So we go out onto the back deck, and he's just fucking chugging this piss and liquor, chugging it, and then he stops and like dry heaves, like a couple dry heaves, and then I'm like, you can't puke," and he fucking keeps chugging it, and he finished it, and then he just bought $20 worth of coke off me with the $20 anyways after.
Damn, that's fucked. Did you tell him?
Nah, I didn't tell him. I don't know if
He
it's
knows now, right?
everybody's
He's
heard
gonna
the
know now,
story, so it's
dude.
probably gotten back to him before.
I'm gonna clip this and just send it to him, bro.
I'm sure.
Do you still
I
have?
don't know.
Do you have him on
After
Facebook?
after he chugged it, you gave him the $20. You're like, so how'd that piece taste?
No, it was better
Nah,
just.
cause
I think I got more out of it just knowing just myself.
damn, dude. Oh no, that's horrible.
Yeah,
That's fucked up. But it wasn't your
Scruffs
piss.
was
It
a
was somebody
bad one.
else's piss.
Yeah, somebody else's piss. I didn't do it. It's pretty
Oh,
foul. Pretty foul
yeah,
shit.
that's foul. Fuck,
Yeah.
Hopefully it
dude.
was it one of those fucking those nasty meth pisses.
This guy wasn't a junkie. He just smoked weed and drank, so it was probably wasn't the
What's the
worst piss.
difference?
Nasty beer piss.
Yeah, it could have been. Could have
What's
been one
meth?
of those.
What's meth piss?
Oh, like a
Robert.
junkie's piss? Well, I don't know. Probably very dehydrated, so like really dark yellow and stinky would probably be drug addict piss.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that shit makes
fucking
me want to
brown,
throw up.
Yeah.
brown
Damn.
fucking stinks.
Before we move on, do you have a plug?
Yeah, do you want to read me the next I'll read the next I'll read the next plug here.
A butt plug?
This one's local here out of Ontario. This episode sponsored by Dr. Marcus's methadone clinic in Richmond Hill. Fun fact, I used to be a patient there. I've never been to a high school reunion, but going to that clinic was the closest thing to it. So if you're hooked on heroin or opiates, go see Dr. Marcus and he'll give you more opiates. It'll make you feel good, but you're still only going to shit once or twice a week. And yeah, another fun fact. 5 people I know from that clinic have overdosed and died. So maybe this isn't a great
Nice.
endorsement. Maybe it's not a great endorsement for Dr. Marcus.
Well, at least we
Sounds like
got
the best
less.
place to be.
Yeah. Dude, at least we got a
Yeah.
couple
So
junkies off the road. He's a hero.
the first time I went to this place, it was like a high school reunion, but instead of lining up to take shots of vodka, we're lining up to piss in a cup and take a shot of methadone.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
man.
close to a high school reunion.
Awesome sponsor.
That's
Tell
where
him I
I
said
got.
thank you.
That's where I got lucky. I never got like. I was never addicted to any of the drugs I did. I more or less did it because it was just
Yeah, just out of boredom, eh?
It-
well, the little town where my dad lives, it was within like a 4 house radius. 3 of us were selling. So then
Oh
everybody,
yeah, yeah,
you get like a quarter ounce, and they either do something quarter.
yeah, yeah. Weekends are good. Weekends are good money days.
Especially on the first one.
Yeah, shit. So that the cripple and his girlfriend that I lived with,
Oh shit.
fuck, I had another story about them.
We have one of the greatest countries in the world we face on the planet. It's so great I can't even talk proper English.
Yeah, saying
Yeah,
I used to always look up to America, hearing about that American dream and everything. But fuck, man, your news is out of control. Your country seems just totally out of control.
yeah. You know what it is though? It's Democrats.
Yeah. So are you guys
Yeah.
are for Trump or against Trump?
What do you think?
I don't know. You guys are both for him?
We're both Mexican.
Not fucking
so
Mexican.
so I guess not then,
Sorry.
right?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. Sorry, we're actually American.
You're the dirty
That's true.
Hispanic.
No, we're both conservative, pro-Trump, pro-Trump dick sucking Trump. You know, we're pro
What's going on?
everything. Yeah,
Sorry,
we
just
like
getting in
Trump. Yeah, we like Trump. We're Republicans. That's what Trump is, and
Yeah.
it's one of the best. We actually have some of the the lowest unemployment rates, lowest taxes because of
Before COVID.
Trump. Before COVID, that's why they're using all these other Democratic politicians. For people who don't know, these politicians are getting paid a salary, and they're mandating other people to shut down their businesses to crash the economy. So it's for political gain to hurt Trump in these re-election in our elections in November. So they're just going to keep us locked down until after that. After that, I guarantee you, it's going to go away. And it's
I
Democrats that are.
know it's gonna get even crazier because
Oh yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so really, and the media hates Trump and calls him racist, and that's a bunch of lies. You know, here in America, a lot of people love him, but if you just watch the news and everything on like Twitter and shit like that, like Twitter bans people like us, like who are pro-conservative. They don't like the free speech, They hate
Yeah.
the opposition. So you don't. So like if people seeing from the looking in from the outside, you just see a bunch of like anti-Trump posts and oh my gosh, everybody hates him and it's the end of the world here because of Trump. No, it's not like that here in America. A lot of people love him. A lot of people like him. A lot of Hispanics like myself. A lot of Mexicans like him. That's a big
Even he
thing. A
wants
lot of
to build
black
that big
people.
wall.
Yeah,
Even though he
dude,
wants to
I'm
dig
not.
that wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I'm pro wall. I live in the U.S. You know what I mean?
You don't
Like,
want
dude,
you don't want them coming in.
that's illegals. I don't just because dude, illegals, bro. That could be fucking pedophiles, rapists, drug dealers and shit like that coming in illegally. Why would I want that? Just because we share the same ethnicity? I don't fucking care about
Yeah.
those people. Like that's what just because I'm Hispanic or from Mexican descent, I'm an American. You know what I mean? We gotta defend our borders. Like I gotta make sure that I gotta protect my daughter. And it could be from
Yeah.
a Mexican, a black person, a white person. I don't give a fuck what race or where you come from. You're Canada or Mexico. They need to vet. They need to come in properly through the immigration system to make
Yeah.
sure that you are someone we want in this country, not to fucking so that our country doesn't go to shit. Um, and it's like that with Canada too. If you're a felon, Canada will not even accept you. If you had a DUI,
Yeah.
you can't go to Canada. And same thing, you told me that I didn't know it was the opposite way either. So same thing with the U.S. You can't go in if you had a felon.
Yeah. I didn't think it was so bad the other way around, but I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But yeah, they won't let you.
yeah,
They won't let anybody in with any violence, any like violence, drugs charges like that. Yeah.
yeah. And as far as over here, like Democrats, they want to take away our guns, and Trump is pro-gun, so that's a huge thing. He's lower taxing for us. He's created so many jobs over here and opportunity, and I mean, there's like endless things that like we like reasons like legit reasons, and all Democrats can come up with is, oh, he's racist, he's racist,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they want to take away our jobs. They want to outsource all of our manufacturing jobs out to different countries, and bad policies, higher taxes for them so they can get paid. Politicians. So there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, we're not going to get into too much into politics, but
Mhm.
That's pretty much the gist of
Yeah, because
what's going on in the U.S.
once you get this guy started in politics, about 45 minutes, you just sit there and just listen. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah. So I'm gonna shut myself up because I'll just start talking a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel it's because I get defensive, man. I'm like, because people look at me, oh, you're Mexican, you're self-hating, and I'm like, fuck you, you don't know shit, dude. Like, you don't know shit about policies, race traitor, yeah, dude. I've been called everything, man. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's not even like that. It's a lot of lies.
That's all just
But
from his mom.
no, my mom knows. She knows what's up. She's a real ass mom. But yeah. Do you have a Yeah, my sisters are super liberal. They hate Trump. That's because they're
So
illegals. They're just
you
jealous
got
of my
four.
papers. they, they are no lie, no lie. They've been my whole family came here illegally. I'm the firstborn American here, but they have papers now. Um, I was gonna ask you, how's your relationship with your mother, Adam?
It's actually really good. She saw a lot of shit. Like when I was going through all this, all this stuff in my past. Like she saw more than she should have. She's seen all tons of cocaine and weed and money and shit like that. Um, we always had this thing where we didn't like to talk about the things, so we would leave notes. Like she'd see a bunch of fucking bloody rags from me blowing my nose all night and shit. And so she'd leave a thing on the computer that it's like the long term effects of cocaine on the nose and shit like that.
Mm,
And I'd always be getting high and jerking off to computer porn. So then there'd be a note on the computer, there's over 100,000 fucking clicks for shit like that. But she doesn't know that half of those are pop ups, so it makes me look like a fucking even worse pervert, right?
ah.
But I swear half of them got to be pop ups. But
Oh man, that's funny.
yeah,
Did
no, she's a good lady. I thanked her before for never putting me on meds because I was somewhat of a fucked up kid, I guess. But I've always thanked her for that because I was always thinking I was already fucked up enough as it is. I was probably one Paxil or one fucking whatever away from shooting up the school. So I
dang,
was
dude.
glad she kept me off pills.
Hey, I have a question too. How I've never seen like men really. I don't really see men wear rings,
Oh
but
yeah.
you pull it off. You look like a fucking bad. You look like a pimp, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
You look like a fucking pimp.
Yeah, I used
Oh,
to
so damn, almost all of them. Why not the? Why are you missing one on each finger?
that's just how they fit right now. Like sometimes I'll fill up one hand and then have the other couple on the other one. But yeah, like I used to. I mean, I guess I still do wear a lot of jewelry, but like I used to have all kinds of shit. I had like a $7,000 fucking big gold chain, like the biggest chain I've ever seen in person. I've never seen anybody with a bigger chain than I had. But I ended up giving it to somebody for collateral after getting arrested. And so I was
Mm,
on house arrest, out on bail, but I was still selling shit. So the guy's like, if you want me to still take the risk of giving you shit while you're on house arrest and still running around, then I need something for collateral. So I gave him the chain for collateral, and I never saw him again after that. So I
dang,
mean, I
dude.
got something out of it. Like, it was maybe $1,000 worth of shit that he had given me that I didn't have to pay back really after he took off with the chain.
Right,
But
right.
fucking terrible investment. I don't even have one picture of myself wearing the fucking thing either.
Dang.
Was it
And
like one of
Brutal.
those fucking ones like Run DMC used to wear back in the day?
No, the big rope.
Yeah.
I want one of those ropes. Yeah, fucking they're nice.
and um and what made you get into jewelry? Is just like people just pawning. I mean, giving you shit for the drugs.
Yeah, I mean that's probably where I started getting it. Like it started when I was like in high school selling weed, and I would buy like silver stuff, like fake with fake diamonds and whatever. And then once I had a couple pieces of gold, then I was like, I gotta just keep going gold all the way. And it's kind of like a hip hop thing too, right? Like I was into hip hop music, and I guess fucking manipulated into through the
W-
media into wearing all this shit and whatever.
Would you call yourself or consider yourself a wigger?
I would have when I was young, like in my
Oh,
20s and
younger,
doing
yeah, younger version of yourself.
and doing all this shit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but not anymore. You outgrew that. I think we all go through that wigger stage. I used to try to be like a little gangster cholo kind of thing too, but
Yeah,
I think we all kind of go through that stage because
With your
man,
yeah,
that
TV
music,
shorts and your white socks pulled up all over your knees.
yeah, some stupid shit. I think we all go through that. Not
yeah.
Robert though. He goes through his Cardi B stage. He calls
What's
himself a
the
bad bitch.
yeah,
Got that wow.
He's got that wet ass butthole.
yeah.
It's called wham.
Web. Yeah, man. And I wanted to actually ask you now about your mom. Does your mom feel proud of you now? Is she proud of you? She ever tell you she's proud of you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah, I mean,
the way that I was living compared to now, like huge change.
she's
Like everybody's
she's
proud of,
happy.
like everybody in my family's proud of me. Yeah,
I mean, you
for
did
sure.
set the bar really low, so just anything above that is
Yeah.
you're doing
Well,
good.
my sister got to learn from all my mistakes. So my sister fucking, she had a good example of what not to do. So she turned out really good.
Oh, okay. Is she's the younger sister?
Yeah, 2 years younger.
2 years young. Cool. She go to college?
No, she just works. She's married. Just fucking works
Nice.
and hangs out at her house. I guess pretty much.
That's cool. Kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
you got
She's a housemaker, homemaker, I guess.
yeah, you got a whole bunch of sisters. You said, eh?
Yeah, I got four sisters, no brothers. Thank God I didn't come out gay.
Yeah,
Um, not yet, at least.
that
But if I were to come out gay,
that'd be a
I
lot
would
of
tell Robert, huh?
be a lot of you must have fucked a lot of your sister's friends, I guess, eh? Like that's a lot of pussy walking around.
I have never fucked one of my sister's friends. Never.
No.
I have never. Hey guys, my girl might listen to this podcast, man.
Yeah, like
That says what shit.
when I was younger, I like fooled around with some of my sister's friends, and I think I'm almost positive it like fucked up our relationship. And so as I got older, I kind of stopped doing that and realizing kind of what effect it had and shit. But yeah, it's a
Yeah, it
good part
ruins
of having a sister, I
relationships.
guess.
It ruins relationship. It makes shit awkward. They stop getting invited to family gatherings because people find out, and it's kind of embarrassing almost. Like, damn, dude, like I shouldn't have done that. But you know what?
Ex-
You're horny. You're horny. And they're whores and there's whores. They're
mhm.
fucking whores. You can't help it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Robert's fucked a lot of his brother's friends, a lot of his buddies.
Rob, you only got one. You just have one brother? Is that it? Yeah.
By the way, much better looking than him. Like they don't look like anything alike. His brother is handsome.
We have different dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mama was the heart.
Dude, Robert got hit with the ugly stick. Dude, like he got the bad genes. He got the fat fucking genes. I mean, he's not even ugly. I've been saying this for a while. He's not ugly. He's just fat, you know. And you can tell, yeah, he can grow out that beard. It looks good on him. He looks good. But
How long have you
compared to
been?
his,
How long you been driving truck, Rob?
Since 2017.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was thinking.
School.
we went to school 2016 and we graduated the beginning of 2017. So we're going on 4
Yeah, so
years.
2017.
Yeah, like the January was the day with the month that we started truck driving.
Fuck. Check this out.
Nice. Big old
Yeah,
truck
you guys.
crash, huh?
You guys are on the road a lot. You must see a lot of accidents, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we see. Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to.
I fucking went all the way down.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah. We were truck. Yeah, we started trucking around the very beginning of 2017. It was a really great, amazing
January 9th.
experience.
January 9th is my hire on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's it probably for the last 3 years.
You guys both
Going
like
on
it?
4
You guys gonna stick it out?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna stick it out. You
Yeah.
know, see what it's all about. So yeah,
Could you hear that? Did it actually sound different?
Yeah, it sounds
Does
a
that
little
actually sound?
different.
There's a Canadian accent on it, yeah.
Yeah. I've been hearing it this whole time. Been wanting to say something about it.
Yeah.
You know, say
I
something.
heard. I
about
can't
it.
remember. I heard some American word. I can't remember what it was though. I'll call you on it next time though.
Our Arizona or Tucsonians actually, we have a very specific slang where we'll say "cool, well" or "all right, well." We'll say "well" at the end of like,
Oh
"Are you gonna
yeah.
go do that, well?" Yeah, like it's so weird. It's like, and I grew up thinking that was normal until like I met other people from different states, and they're like, "Yeah, you guys are weird, man. You guys are saying well, like well what? You know,
Yeah.
like we're gonna start saying something."
Shut up, Paul.
Yeah, like
I
it's
do
just
say-
naturally like.
I do
Hey.
say a a lot.
Yeah,
we
heard
do-
you. I heard you saying a.
Yeah, we do say it a lot. Yeah, or I do.
Yeah,
at
you
least.
sound like a black girl in a club going, "Hey, hey, hey."
Atlanta type shit. Yeah.
Is there a lot of black people in Canada? Canada.
Yeah, that's how it used to be pronounced. That's how
That's
it
my
was
Mexican
originally
coming out of
pronounced. I
me.
think. There is a lot of when I growing up in my town, there was only my neighborhood only had one family, and it was a white mom with 3 black kids, and that was it. The whole school was white except for this one black family, and they were Jehovah's Witness. So every time they did the national anthem, the kid would have to get up and wait outside of class because it was against his religion to listen to the anthem.
Fucking
But,
terrorist.
So now there's there's a lot of black people now, but there's tons of brown people, like fucking brown people everywhere. Middle Eastern,
Yeah.
not Mexican.
Thanks,
Yeah.
fucking Justin Trudeau, man.
That's
All
why-
this mass
it
migration.
seems like that's where all like
Yeah.
fucking Arabs goes.
Yeah.
Dude, check out this story.
That's why you guys have these. You guys had like terrorist attacks, like with Muslims and shit, with the religion of peace, driving fucking religious, the peaceful vans into a crowd of people, right? That happens.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
That happens in the UK and shit.
Yeah. So I was doing auto detailing in Mississauga. It's like kind of like a sub city of Toronto, and they hired on this brown guy. So we're just like cleaning cars, buffing and polishing cars, and they hired on this brown guy with a big beard and the fucking thing on his head. And nobody's trying to stereotype him or whatever, but he was really socially awkward, like just very odd conversation. Like it was hard to hold a conversation with him. And he'd invite people out for coffee after work. Nobody would go with him because he was just kind of weird. And so he left the job. So I worked with him for about 3 months. He left. Maybe a year later, I left. And then somebody sent me a link, and they're like, "Yo, you have to check this link." And do you guys know Vice News? Like Vice
Yeah.
documentaries?
Gavin McInnes is fucking co-founded it.
So it's an
He's
article.
a co-
So it's a Vice article, and it's the guy that I worked with,
Oh,
and
you're
it's a
breaking
picture
up,
of him in court, like in the jumpsuit and shit.
Adam.
And so he got busted working with an undercover cop doing hardwood flooring. And while he was doing this hardwood flooring jobs, him and this cop were conspiring to blow up the U.S. consulate in Toronto, blow up a whole bunch of other shit in the financial district of Toronto, and fucking busted him. And they had quotes from him saying like his favorite. He had gone to Iraq or Afghanistan for a couple of years to train, and there was quotes like the AK-47 was his favorite weapon, and an infidel's body and a Muslim's body, like a devout Muslim's body, smells different when they die. So an infidel's body will start rotting and decomposing right away and stink, but a Muslim guy's body will still. It takes time, I guess, for it to start decaying and shit. Fucking weird, twisted quotes from the guy. So he's a
What a
fucking
load of shit, huh?
full blown terrorist, man, and
Dude,
nobody had any idea.
if anything, the fucking Muslims stink way more, dude. They skip showers or deodorant.
Yeah,
That's how you know it's false.
Dude,
yeah.
just go to any fucking truck stop with them. You fucking smell them coming from fucking 6 feet away.
I've walked into stores where as soon as you walk in the store, you can smell the guy behind the counter, and I'm thinking, how is this business even running when people will turn around at the smell of fucking walking in the store?
Fuck yeah.
Because if you say
Um,
anything, then you're racist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's implied you can't have a real race conversation without thinking somebody's saying somebody's racist. Like you can't have a
Especially
real
you,
race
because
talk.
you're white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You got that white
Yeah,
guilt
so
with you. Hey, I
Yeah.
wanted to
You
ask
got
you
that
too.
you got that neo-Nazi look.
I got the
Oh
white
yeah,
privilege.
you got it going on. You got
My
that
white
neo-Nazi looking on.
My white privilege has got me out of so many fucking drug charges and so much jail time. Have any you guys ever been to jail before down there? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Rob.
not me.
Zeus? Rob, what got you there, Rob?
First one was just like a night for my DUI.
Yeah.
The second one was domestic violence.
Oh.
I was there for Thursday, Friday. I got out like 6 days.
Oh yeah. So that was
Yeah.
just like the city jail type of thing. County jail.
Yeah, but for he was only there for a couple hours, but he still came out with his asshole opened up like this, fucking doing shit.
So my
I came out with more than I wanted.
yeah. So Canadian jail is way easier from what I see on TV, anyways. So everybody's afraid of getting raped when they walk in there, right?
Yeah.
So my first time I was getting on the paddy wagon. So like I got busted with a bunch of ecstasy, a bunch of coke, a bunch of weed, money, on probation already for selling weed, like when I got kicked out of high school. And so I'm on the paddy wagon, chained up to this old guy, and I'm asking him what the rules are, and he's like, if the phone's upside down, don't touch the phone. Don't flush after lights out because the toilets run through every cell, so it wakes people up. A couple little rules like that. And fucking so as soon as I walk in there, walking to the block, a guy comes right up to me and he's like, "Did you bring anything with you, or did you just come from the street?" And I'm like, "Do you have anything up your ass, or did you just get grabbed
Yeah.
up the street?" And I'm like, "No, I got nothing with me." And then he's like, "Okay," he's like, "Go over to the showers right now and go take a shower." And so I'm thinking, fucking right away already. And then the guy's like, "But leave your boxers on." So I was like, "Oh, fucking, just a relief." And so on the paddy wagon that time too, the old guy's telling me, he's like, "You have to." I'm not gonna say the person's name, but he's like, "You have to watch out for so and so, because him and his buddy are
Let's
breaking."
just call him Robert.
Yeah, okay. So you got to watch out for Robert because him and his buddies are breaking broomsticks over people's heads and fucking people up. And I'm like, "Does Robert go by another name?" And I say, "Does Robert also go by Zeus?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's the guy." And so luckily I grew up like in the same neighborhood in the same area with this guy. So I felt pretty comfortable right away that the people that I'm getting warned about, I already know going in there. But I went in there and I never even got to see the guy. So fucking, yeah, nothing really happened. I got bailed out a couple days after that one. So white privilege, you go ahead.
When I went to jail, it was funny. All the guys that were in jail all grew up with my dad.
Oh yeah?
So they all knew my dad. So they didn't really like, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, hey."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh
That's
man,
pretty
son, you got a tight asshole just like your father." It's like, "Oh, thank you."
So I went in
Hey,
I
babe.
went in another
My
time.
girl just walked in at the worst time too.
Uh,
How's it going? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up, guys. Then we're almost hitting 2 hours almost. That's good. You see how
yeah,
time just
beauty.
flows?
All
You
right,
know,
I
you
still got
just
more.
have a
I
good
still got more stories to go too. I'm good.
yeah, man. So we can continue this fucking next time we get on. We get on. I'm gonna try to upload this and try to put it out, and then we'll see how it goes. I hope all the audio sounds good.
Yeah, I hope so. I
I'll be
hope,
able to upload. I'll be able to upload my audio tomorrow when I get to the artist.
Okay.